certainly are experiencing some crazy weather. Now, they're called Peter Panners, adult children who refuse to move out of home. They're in their 20s, 30s, even their 40s. They rely solely on their parents for everything, from cooking and cleaning to doing their washing. But take a look at what happens when they're forced out of home to fend for themselves.
No, he won't leave this place. No way in the world.
Yeah, it was sweet. Like, got everything.
When I grow up, I'll be stable.
This one clean or dirty? She's my sister, so I'm not going to kick her out on the street or anything.
She does do a lot for me. A lot.
Do you want a wind-up?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Get everything done.
It's called the Peter Pan syndrome. Adults in their 20s and 30s who refuse to leave home.
There is a moral panic going on about this threat of having a new generation of adolescents or kidults.
University of Sydney social researcher Kate Crawford has written a book on the subject. She says there are three key reasons. The cost of education and HECS fees is one. Then there's concerns about job security.
And then finally, it's the spiralling record cost of property, both to buy and to rent in Australia.
Dion, come on. Time to get up. It's 10:30.
Dion Prosotto is 23, currently unemployed and living comfortably in his parents' 7-bedroom home in a swish Brisbane suburb.
So you've got no plans to move out anytime soon?
Not really.
Why would you?
Yeah, well, why would you? Like, you got everything here. You got... It's like your own little maid.
His mum Mary knows she only has herself to blame.
Are you creating a monster?
I think he probably already is.
Dee Anderton is 25. She works part-time and is looking to make her own way. She was living with her parents in South Australia, but has moved to the Gold Coast straight into her older sister's house.
I do feel guilty sometimes.
Do you feel like your little sister's mother?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I'm always picking up after her and I pretty much do everything.
Mel Deegan's story is different again. She's almost 28, works full-time and is paying off 3 investment properties while she lives with her mum, Roz.
She cooks, she cleans, washing. Yeah, that's about it.
Pays for the place?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
3 very different members of Generation Y, all being brought here to a house that's probably all they could afford if they had to rent.
So this is it? Basically, the rules are there are no rules. The house is yours to treat as your own.
Day 1 was simply a chance to settle in and stock the fridge and pantry.
Can't even get the bag open.
We're going to be enough for all of us, or what?
Then it was back to the house to prepare their first meal together, frozen lasagna and salad.
Yeah, you know what? That'll do.
It's no gastronomic masterpiece, but it does the job.
Well, that was dinner. I've had it.
Next day, Mel's up early to go to work and to find out what the first challenge is.
You all have to wash all the clothes you brought with you, plus the towels and sheets as well. Oh, and the backyard needs them, mow too.
It's simple enough, but for Dion, it's daunting. So he comes to an arrangement with Dee.
Oh, my God.
He'll mow if she does his washing. The yard gets done.
Doing a good job, Dion.
And so does Dion's washing. But Dee stops short of taking it out of the machine. It stayed there for 3 days.
I didn't wash any of my clothes. I got the girls to do that. And they didn't do a very good job of it, mind you. They're still downstairs all wet and I've got nothing to wear.
On day 3, Dion disappears.
He's not answering his mobile.
The girls have made chicken pasta for dinner, and as it gets colder, they get hotter under the collar.
Where are you?
Eventually, he turns up.
Bit late in that, right?
As they eat, we take the air out of Mel's rear tyre just to give Dion a little work to do after eating.
You want me to take the tyre off, put the spare on, drive down the servo, pump it up, drive back here, take the spare off, and then put the good tyre on there? Yeah. You've got to be out of your mind.
He does it, albeit with a maximum of fuss. And so the week continues. They all cook, not always successfully.
Look, it's not that.
It's chewy.
It's chewy, yeah.
And not fit for human consumption.
He gave me the thumbs up, look.
They clean, well, sort of. They wash clothes, and the dogs,
Sorry.
well, sort of.
No.
And they put out the garbage.
You reckon I'd run up and down the street, we just like put a little bit in each garbage bin?
They get frustrated.
I'm in a house with you.
Yeah.
How lucky am I?
That's it. Not doing anymore.
But when we flick their safety switches to cut the power,
What the is going on, man?
I don't want to be in the dark.
it was Dion to the rescue.
Welcome home.
On the last day, they got their final challenge, to cook a roast meal, not just for themselves, but members of their families as well. And the pressure showed.
You can't sit there and bitch and complain about someone.
Two people to both put two hands and slide the pork in there, man. It doesn't take two people.
And the gloves were off.
Oh, get out of the kitchen.
No, you just watch.
Shut up.
I like it.
Get out of the kitchen, Dale.
Oh, I like that. The weather one here.
But the meal was cooked, perhaps a little too much, and it was almost happy families.
It's good.
Enough there, mate. Enough.
Well, I know I'm never going to be cooking another roast ever.
Yes, you will.
For Kate Crawford, our little experiment underscores what her research shows, that Gen Ys aren't overgrown kids, it's just, as a famous baby boomer once said, times they are a-changing.
It doesn't make it less adult. It doesn't mean that we're seeing a whole new race of adolescents. Quite the opposite. We're seeing a different kind of modern adulthood.
Our three Gen Ys say it was an experience.
Opened my eyes a lot. Big time.
Probably about Wednesday, I thought, get me out of here.
I got my bags packed and I'm ready.
It's where their hearts are, not to mention the unhired help.